Hello, second grade. We are diving into some more word problems with money today, and I cannot wait to see how you go about solving this work, especially for all that practice that you did yesterday with your independent practice. I hope you remember to show your thinking and write that answer in the unknown box. Let's take a peek at our learning target today, and then we'll jump right in. I can solve word problems using coins and dollars, and guys, yes. We are solving word problems and we're using those coins and those dollars. We're showing how we're grouping those coins and those dollars to make it easier to add or subtract. And we are making sure that we write an equation to match it. We did that yesterday with the second problem, but not the first one. So today I'm going to do a better job of making sure we write an equation to match our stories so that we know what we're solving for. Let's go ahead and take a peek at number 1. Liam got a $100 bill. Money, 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 money. Kane had 2 $20 bills and 4 $5 bills. Kane got more bills for his birthday, and then he had the same amount as Liam. How much money did Kane get for his birthday? So let's take a minute and think about that. Liam get a $100 bill, or had one. Kane had 2 $20 bills and 4 $5 bills. Kane got more bills for his birthday, and then he had the same amount that Liam did. So how much did he get for his birthday? Well, what do we already know, my friends? We already know that Liam had $100. What else do we know? We know that Kane had 2 $20 bills and 4 $5 bills. 5, 5, 5, 5. And we know that he got more for his birthday. But we don't know how much more, do we? We do know what? That all of this and the one he got for his birthday was the same as Liam. Now, I kind of wrote that for you guys. Is there an easier way to write that equation? What would be an easier way to write that equation? Show me if we can write a more simple way of writing that equation. Oh. 5, 10, 15, 20. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, so I could even write it like this. 60 plus equals 100. And what do each of those numbers represent? Okay, this is how much Liam had. This is how much Kane had. And then this is how much Kane got for his birthday. And why do we have that equal sign in between those two expressions? Because what Kane had and what Kane got for his birthday was the same as Liam's money. So we're trying to figure out how much did Kane get for his birthday. How could you show that to me? Either with using numbers or we have our equation written. How can you use that to show me? What did Kane get for his birthday? Ooh, you're using a number line? I love it. What did you do first? And why did you start with 40? Where did that come from? Okay, so you start with 40 because we had 20 and 20, okay, which is 40. And then what did you do? Added 20 more. Where did you get that 20 more? From your 4 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20, okay. And then what did you do? You counted by 10s to get to 100, all right? You did not do that. How did you do yours? And how did you use dollar bills to show that? Okay. All right, friends, let's come together in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Okay, How are we going to show this thinking? One of my friends showed it on a number line. Can you tell us about your number line? Why did you start with 40? Because Cain had two $20 bills. That's 10 or 20 and 40. And then what did you do? Okay, so you jumped 5. And why did you jump 5? Because he had 4 $5 bills. So that was 45, 50, 55, and 60. Okay, and then what did you do? Why did you make jumps of 10? It's easier to count, okay. And how many times did you jump? Okay, well you jumped, okay. 10 to 70, 10 more to 80. Oop, I need to make my number line longer, don't I? 10 more got you to 90, and 10 more got you to 100. So where is the amount that Cain had at the beginning, before his birthday? Okay. Cain had all of this. So he had 40, and he had 20 more for his birthday, which was 60. And then what? He got 40 for his birthday to have 100. And so what number is going to go in that unknown? Absolutely. Okay. Everybody see how that friend got that? Okay. So what did you do? You said, 6 and 4 is 10. So 60 and 40 equals 100. So then he must have gotten 40 for his birthday. There's Liam's, here's Cain, and then that's what he got for his birthday, using those combinations we know to help us solve the ones that we don't. So what kind of dollar bills could he get for his birthday? He could get $10 bills. What else could he get? He could get two $20 bills. What else could he get? He could get $41 bills even, absolutely. Or he could do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He could get 8 $5 bills. Ooh, which would you rather have? I don't know. So what's going to go in this box? 40. 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 60 plus 40 equals 100. See, that next one challenges us a little bit more. Izzy has two $10 bills and 3 $5 bills. Matt has two $5 bills and a $20 bill. Who has more money and how much more? Ooh. Izzy has two $10 bills and 3 $5 bills. Matt has two $5 bills and a $20 bill. Who has more money? How much more? What do we already know? Yes, we know that Izzy has two $10 bills and 3 $5 bills. We know that Matt has two $5 bills and a $20 bill. Who has more money? How much more? That's kind of a two-part question, right? We have Izzy's and we have Matt's. We have to figure out how much they have, and then who has more, and then how much more do they have. Show me how you might solve this work. And then we can write an equation to maybe match it at the end. What did you do first? I like how you have two groups. Okay, so what did you show under Izzy? What did you do to show Matt's work? How did you group those to make them easier to add? And what did you notice about those two groups? How did you know that one had more? How much more? So are you adding or subtracting to find that difference? What would your equation look like if you were going to write an equation to match that? I noticed that you put yours in two groups, but you put them in groups one on top of the other. How did that help you solve this? All right, friends, as we're coming together, I want us to think about two different ways. Actually, I have a lot of my friends, I don't know about you at home, but a lot of you are doing a fantastic job of putting this work into two different groups, an Izzy group and a Matt group. But we're putting it together in different ways and showing that comparison a little differently. I'm excited to show you all and see what you notice about these two ways. Go ahead, tell me first, what did you do? I'm going to move it down a little bit so we have room for our equation in a little bit. All right, so with Izzy, what did you do? You showed her two $10 bills, okay? And you showed her 3 $5. Not that those bills are any smaller when they're 5s, but for some reason, I just drew them smaller on our chart. Silly, silly. All right, and what did you notice? Your two 10s made $20. 5, I'm going to write it as you counted it, 5, 10, 15. And what did you notice? Okay, two 10s and one 10 was 30. And then you had 5 1s, and so you had $35, or Izzy had $35, okay? What else did you notice? All right, what about Matt? He said he had 2 5s, and he had a 20. Okay, and so what did you notice about that? 5 and 5 is 10, and 20 equals 30. So Matt had $30, Izzy had 35. So Izzy has more. Okay, so you circled Izzy. And how much more? She had 35 and he had 30. How did you know that she had 5 more? Because 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Okay, or you know that 30 and 35 are just 5 away when you're skip counting. So we know that's $5 more. Now, somebody else drew it a little different. Okay, how did you draw yours? So you had Izzy and you had Matt. Okay, and when you drew Izzy, what did you draw? Okay, you drew 2 10s and then the 3 5s. Okay. You would think on this big chart paper I'd have plenty of time, plenty of room to write it all. Okay. Then what did you notice? What did you do? Why did you put Matt's 20 right there? Because that kind of matched up. All right. So you knew 10 and 10 was 20. Kind of like this friend over here. 10 and 10 is 20. So then that matches up. Okay. And then he had 2 5s, right? And so you drew those 5s right there. And that matched up. It's kind of like finding those partners. And then what did you notice? There were 5 left over. Interesting. So who had more? Izzy had more. How much more? $5 more, because there's that extra 5 that doesn't have a friend. What equations could we write to match this work? So this friend over here said, well, I know 30 and 5 makes 35. But you said, well, 35, and then there's 5 extra that doesn't have a partner, equals the 30 that Matt has. Both of those have the same answer. One's addition, one's subtraction. They're both finding the difference, right? They're both finding those leftovers or those extras. When we subtract, we find the difference, but we can also find the difference by adding when our change or our difference is unknown, and we're putting it here instead of in the sum spot, right? So when we take a peek at this work that we're doing today, we know that our 40 is going to go in that unknown. We know 5 is going to go in either of those unknowns when we're writing that. You're going to continue doing work today, solving word problems around money. making sure that we're showing our thinking, we're grouping our coins or our dollars to help you make it easier to add or to subtract, and always making sure we put the answer in the unknown in our equation to match that story. Second grade, you've been fantastic mathematicians with your coins and your dollars this week. I can't wait to see how we continue doing this work throughout the rest of the year. See you soon.